What is going on, Rocket Lab investors? So we are at $11.25 with a market cap of $5.59 billion. So we are back into the $11 range. That is awesome. We were in the 10s, but then shot up. And I'm sure you're wondering why we are in the $11 range. There's not a whole lot going on except for one major thing, which we're going to discuss in a moment. But I want to get your thoughts and opinions. Do you think we're going to, is this the new plateau? Are we going to stay in the 11s? Before it was we were in the 5s and 6. That was the plateau, but now we are just consistently staying in the $11 range. Do you think it's just the market, investors, primarily firms, trying to harvest money from retail investors, or do you think this is a legitimate plateau? Do you think Rocket Lab is worth $11.25 right now, and this is going to be our new zone? So as you know, I absolutely love Rocket Lab. I am heavily invested in Rocket Lab. I want more Rocket Lab shares. So to be in the 11s is awesome because majority of us are in awesome profits right now. But a lot of us, I myself included, want us to drop back down to the 5s and 6 so I can buy some more. I want to pick up 1,000 more, but I can't pick up 1,000 more at 11,000. I could pick some up at maybe 6,000 and that will be tough. But I wanted to get your thoughts and opinions, how you think the market's going to go. How do you think we're going to stay in this price and we need to adjust and kind of get used to this high stock price? Or do you think it's going to go back down? But either way, let's talk about why we are up today. And there's a lot of chatter going on Reddit and online right now. So Rocket Lab confirms plan to bid for Pentagon launch contracts with new medium rocket. So first off, this is a sexy rocket. I mean, they just knocked it out of the park. That is such a great looking rocket right there. So they said we're excited to bid this time around on NSSL Lane 1, and we think Neutron is a really good vehicle for it. So the U.S. Space Force released a request for proposals from launch companies seeking to challenge SpaceX, United Launch Alliance, and Blue Origin in the National Security Space Launch, NSSL, Phase 3 Lane 1 program. So if you're new to kind of space, they typically offer kind of lanes. They got Lane 1, Lane 2, and lane 3. They're all different levels. Some are high risk, some are low risk, some are worth billions of dollars, some are worth millions of dollars. So the different types of lanes, just pay attention to that in the future. But we haven't really been able to bid on Lane 1 because we just did not have a vehicle to support it. So the Space Force requires the next round of lane bidders to be ready by a first launch by December 2025. And Peter Beck says, we think we can get there, but ultimately the government will decide that, he said. So Lane 1 is designed for missions that can accept high risks and is intended to facilitate faster launches of less sensitive payload. This contrasts with Lane 2, which will focus more on critical missions requiring heavy lift, fully certified launch vehicles. The Lane 1 program is valued at $5.6 billion over 5 years and has already awarded its first task orders to SpaceX. So this is absolutely awesome that Rocket Lab is doing this, and I really think that Space Force is kind of wanting other bidders to get in there, and I really think they have Rocket Lab in mind for this. So the government has a unique issue right now. They are under the thumbs of Elon Musk and kind of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos has kind of been a silent person in the corner, but right now it's just been SpaceX. Then you've got Blue Origin kind of building a massive rocket and infrastructure. But the government really needs kind of a third option, and everyone is kind of gunning to be that third option. And I think Rocket Lab is the best option for that. You've got Redwire and other companies that are trying to get established, but Rocket Lab is the third established. Right now, Rocket Lab is number 2, but soon Blue Origin will be number 2, and I think Rocket Lab will be number 3. And you might say, that sucks that they'll be number 3. No, that's great, because then that means they're one of the top 3. The government wants multiple options. They typically deal, the government in the United States deals in threes. They want a minimum of 3 phone carriers, minimum of 3 TV networks, those types of businesses, because that's competition and it just doesn't rely on one person. So I think Rocket Lab has a strong ability to win this, and I truly believe the Space Force is going to issue this to Rocket Lab and throw them some money to kind of get them into the fight versus SpaceX and Blue Origin. Because you remember, Peter Beck is dealing with only millions of dollars. Like, he is self-grown. He's not a billionaire. He didn't start a business and then create a space business. He's just been in a space business. So Peter Beck is fighting billionaires, and I think the government kind of sees that, and I think we're going to start being issued big contracts in the future so they have the liquidity and money to be able to compete. That's just my thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. Do you think this is great? Do you think they're going to win these? Or do you think another person is going to win it? Any information on how you feel is greatly appreciated. Everyone that comments and likes the videos, you're really helping the channel and helping the video. We are just starting off. We're not getting a whole lot of views right now. So it is definitely appreciated. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. This video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and consult a professional before making any financial investments.